All right. The first quarter went pretty well. 6 goals to kick 1 goal the last 3 quarters. What are your sort of immediate thoughts afterwards?
Probably mirrors our year, to be honest. Picking and choosing when we want to play well. Even the first quarter we conceded some pretty easy goals, going the other way. So, disappointing day. They had some young players come in that played with real effort and intensity, and we couldn't match it.
Well, you have a look on paper, they were missing a lot of big names, but sometimes it's the effort and it's the attitude, isn't it, that comes down to probably more important than reputation.
Yeah, and they took their chances. They kicked straight. I don't know how many set shots we missed. Would have been at least half a dozen within 30 metres. So you got to kick them. Otherwise, you keep the game alive. So our intensity was probably at its best with 10 minutes to go, because obviously the time and the scoreboard was on top of us. But it shouldn't take that.
Is it frustrating that they come out disappointing after a 2-week break, and given you probably weren't that happy with the games against Subi and East Perth before the break as well?
Oh, no doubt it's disappointing. We've got a large group within our side that are playing, so far below their best, and it's been consistent. We've had guys that have played well for a quarter here and there, and our talent's been able to get us through, and we've been working on that for a while. But today was a pretty good reminder. There's a few guys that have been going all right in the reserves, and how long do you back guys in that have been good in the past if they can't get it done now?
Well, it raises a good question. You don't need to name names here, but is there a chance that you do shake things up a bit at selection for next week?
Oh, look, we can't continue to hope, so we'll pick the team next week that we think's best placed to win the game. We'll have a look at who we're going to play and mix a few things up, but we'll pick the team that deserves to play. It's never really a huge surprise. We've backed a few in, but they haven't been able to get up and go on, so we'll pick the ones that we think we can trust to deliver.
Positive out of today was the way your captain came back to play. I thought clearly your best player, especially probably for the first 3 quarters, and I guess given he's been out for a while, if he tied in the last quarter a little bit, you could understand that, but it was a good return from Dylan.
It's a bit of the problem, isn't it? A guy who's missed a month of footy can come in and be your cleanest player with the ball, and didn't fumble, kicked goals, got clearances, tackled, was invested and worked hard to the end. So, a few of the others probably should have a look at how he goes about it.
It's tough to take positives probably right now, but I thought maybe across the whole season, Matty Parker's a different player now than he was before he went to St Kilda, and he's now to be a midfielder, and his clearance work and the way he can break away from the middle, when he's doing it well, it's pretty special.
Yeah, we've had guys that have been okay and pretty good. Look, Matty's probably in the half a dozen that have probably been our most consistent, but he's definitely improved. Went away a half small forward, pressure forward, and he still can do that, but he can certainly go through the mids as well. So, he's probably one that's delivered more consistently than most, that's for sure.
Another debutant today as well, Manfred Kelly. It's probably tough to impress when the team's not playing that well, but what did you make of what he provided?
Oh, look, he's certainly earned the right to play. He's been playing some pretty good footy for us for a while. Got his opportunity. Probably realised it's a fair bit quicker than what he's used to. So, but that's the same for everyone. So a tough day for him to come in, but he's earned the right, and we're pretty happy. He's a great young man, and certainly brought some energy and some effort. Unfortunately, we couldn't get it done for him.
No excuse, but how much did your backline miss Noah out there today?
Yeah, look, well, no doubt I missed him. I think he's the best fullback in the competition. So, look, we missed him, but we haven't had our best 7 together all year. But the ones that have been out there haven't been able to consistently get it done either. So, we've conceded too much score, but some of that's about how we use the ball, which leaves them exposed, and some of it's about our midfield not helping and our forwards. But sometimes, you just got to hang in and win a one-on-one. We haven't been able to do that often enough. We've done it sometimes, but not consistently. So, our backs, our forwards, our mids, they've all got a lot of work to do. you know, we've got improvement in all areas.
Pretty physical game, and I guess when it's wet, it's a bit more physical. At this stage, have you come through unscathed injury-wise?
I think so. I think we had a couple that got knocks, but most of them all went back out. So at this stage, but it's probably too early to tell. I think so.
Next week against the Eagles, is it any different at all preparing for a team that's difficult to prepare for in a lot of ways, because you just probably up until Thursday night, it's really tough to know what sort of team they'll have out there?
Look, I think the biggest challenge for us is not the opposition at the moment, it's ourselves. So we'll certainly focus on ourselves more than the opposition. You know, they'll be out there, but, you know, we've done a fair job at, you know, not getting enough, rowing the boat in the right way. That's probably been our biggest challenge to this point, I think, is ourselves rather than the opposition.
Thank you.
No worries. All good.